We will see the example of one project. Here the data is given for the project. These are the activities mentioned activity, and these are the predecessor to these activities, and these are the time required to complete this activity. So activity A and B, they doesn't have any predecessor. They doesn't have any predecessor. Activity C is having predecessor A, activity D is having predecessor A, E is having predecessor A, F is having predecessor B and C, and time required to complete this activity F is 4. So this is the time shown to complete the activities mentioned. So from these activities, from this data, we have to draw the network diagram in order to find the critical path. So this is actually the network diagram for the critical path. So as per the data, the activity A and B, they don't have any predecessor. Means this activity A and B we can start at any moment or any time we can start. And activity C is having predecessor A. Activity F is having predecessor C and B. Activity G is having predecessor B and C. Similarly, the activity D is having the predecessor A. Activity H is having the predecessor E and F. Similarly, the activity J is having the predecessor D and H. Similarly, the activity K is having the predecessor I and J activity. And in this way, we have to draw the network diagram for this. So this is activity, and time required to complete this activity is mentioned on this. So this arrow, that means we are going from node 1 to node 2, and in between we have to complete this activity A, which require the 6 days to complete this. So the arrow is shown, we have to move from the left to the right, and now we have to find the earliest start and earliest finish for this activity. So what could be the earliest start and earliest finish for this activity? So this can be start at any moment. So earliest start for this activity is 0. So we can mention here earliest start for this activity is 0. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? So time required for this is 6. So we can write here earliest finish for this activity is 6. So the earliest start for this activity is 0, earliest finish is activity for this is 6. Similarly, if you go to the activity B, what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity is 0, and earliest finish for this activity is 4. Similarly, the earliest start for this activity is 6 because it is having the predecessor. So earliest start for this activity, we can say it is a 6, and earliest finish for this activity is 6 plus 3, it is 9. So in this way we have to write the earliest start and earliest finish. So for this we can say now the D activity. So D activity is having predecessor 6. So what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity is 6. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? It is a 6 plus 5. It's a 11. Similarly, if you go to the E activity, what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity is 6 because this activity is having predecessor 6. So after completion of this activity, this will start. So earliest start is 6, and earliest finish for this activity is 6 plus 1, 7. Similarly, we can find for F activity, what is the earliest start? Now there are two branches are coming here. So two paths are there. We have to consider the highest time required. So one path is here, another path is here. So for this F, what will be the earliest start? It is a 3 plus 6, 9, and it is only 4. So we have to take the highest. So earliest start for this activity is 9. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? 9 plus this time required for this activity 4. So 9 plus 4, 13. Similarly, what is the earliest start for this activity? Again, the two predecessors are there for this G. So we have to take the highest time. So again, earliest start for this activity is 9. What is the earliest finish for this activity? So 9 plus 2, it is a 11. So now go for the J activity, I activity. So I is having the predecessor E and F. So we have to consider what is the earliest start for this activity. The earliest start for this activity, as this is having the two predecessors. So it is a 6 plus 7. So it is a 6 plus 3 plus 4. So 10 plus 13. So it is a maximum. So earliest start for this activity is 13. So what is the earliest finish for this activity? 13 plus 5. It is 18. Sorry. 13 plus 13 plus 5, it is a 18. So earliest finish for this activity is 18. Similarly, what is the earliest start for this activity J? So there are two predecessors are there to activity J. So maximum is 6 plus 5, 11. Then there is this is one more, 6 plus 1, 7 plus 6, 13. 13 is there, and 13 is there, and one more we can also come on this side. So, or we can also 6 plus 3, 4 plus 13 plus 6, 19. So 19 as J activity is having the predecessor 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4, 13 plus 6, 19. So the J activity earliest start is 19. We have to take the maximum. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? 19 plus 3. So it is a 22. So come to the last activity, activity K. So what is the earliest start for this activity? Earliest start for this activity, we have to take the maximum, as the activity K is having the two predecessors I and J. So I and J, two predecessors are there. We have to consider the highest value. So it is a 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4, 13 plus 5, 18. So 18 is the earliest start for this activity. And what is the earliest finish for this activity? Earliest finish for this activity is 18 plus 5, 23. So we can say it is the critical path. So 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 6 and 7. So this is a critical path because it is having the maximum time required on this path. So this is the critical path: 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7. So total time is required 23 days duration. Now we have to find the latest start and latest finish for this. So latest start and latest start for this activity is the latest same, latest finish for this activity is same, because this is a critical path, and on this critical path we have to now move to the from right to the left. So we have calculated the latest start and latest finish. Now we have to calculate the activity J. What is the latest So what is the latest start for this activity? This is activity J. Latest start for this activity is 23 minus 3. So latest start is here 20 and latest finish is 23. So as this is not lying on the critical path, so latest start for this activity is, this total is 23 because it is the highest time required is 23. We have to take 23. So 23 minus 3, it is a 20. So latest start for this activity is 20 and latest finish for this activity is 23. Now come to the activity I. So this is activity I. So activity I, we are moving like this. So what is the latest start for this activity is nothing but the latest start for this activity I is 18 minus 5. Latest start will be the latest finish. Latest start for this activity is the latest finish to the previous activity, and the latest start is 18 minus the time required of this activity is 5, it is 13. Okay, so this is I. Now come to the H. So what will be the latest? We have to calculate the earliest start for this activity. What is the earliest start for this activity? We have not calculated for H. Earliest start for this activity is 13. So 6 plus 4, 10 plus 3, it is a 13. And earliest finish for this activity is a 13 plus 6, 19. So H. So this is the earliest finish for this. Now we have to calculate latest start. Latest start for this activity is the, and latest finish. What is the latest finish? Latest finish for this activity is the latest start. So it is a 19. So this is the activity H. Activity H is the having the latest finish. Latest finish for this activity is the latest start of this activity, that is 19. And what is the latest start? Latest start is 19 minus the time required for this activity is 6. So it is a 13. So 19 minus 6. It is a, what is the time required for this? It is a 6. So the activity H, yes, what we have to write here. Actually, what is the latest finish for this activity? It is the latest start of this activity. So it is not 19, it is a 20. So latest finish for this activity is the latest start of this activity is a 20. So we also calculated. What is the latest finish? It is the latest start, 18. Similarly, the latest finish is the latest start of this activity. It is a 20. Now what is the latest start? 20 minus time required for this is 6. So it is a 14. So latest start is 14 for this activity. Now come to the G activity. So this is activity G. So what is the latest finish for this activity? Latest finish is the latest start of this activity. So latest finish of this activity is the latest start of this activity, it is 18. So G is having the latest finish is 18. So what is the latest start for this activity? 18 minus the time required for this activity. So 18 minus 2, it is a 16. So this is the latest start for this activity. Now come to the F. This is F. What is the latest finish for this activity? We have to take here now the minimum. because we are moving from left to right. So we have to take minimum as two nodes are going from this, two branches are going from this node. So this is one path, this is another path. 5 plus 5 10, 6 plus 3. So we have to take on this side. So latest finish is the latest start of this activity. It is a latest finish of this activity. Activity number, we're discussing for F activity. So latest finish for this activity is the latest start, it is 13, and latest start of this activity is 13 minus 4. 13 minus 4, it is 9. Okay, so activity H, so latest finish activity H, latest finish is 20. So activity J is having the latest earliest start 19 and earliest finish 22. Next is activity number E. So E is having the latest start 6 and latest finish 7. So what is the latest finish for this activity? The latest finish for this activity is the earliest start of this activity is 13. Okay, then what is the latest start for this activity? 13 minus 1, it is a 12. Again, come to the activity number D. The what is the latest finish for this activity? Latest finish for this activity is the activity D is the latest start for this activity. It is a 20. And what is the latest start for this activity? Is 20 minus 5. It is a 15. Come to the activity number C. So C is having the earliest start is 6, earliest finish is 9. So what is the latest finish for this activity? Latest finish for this activity is the earliest start of this activity. It is 9. We have to take minimum, and latest start of this activity is 9 minus 3, it is 6. Come to the activity number A. Activity A, the earliest start is 0, earliest finish is 6. So what is the latest finish for this activity? The latest finish for this activity is the earliest start of this activity. Latest finish of this activity is the latest start of this activity. It is 6. And what is the latest start of this activity? 6 minus 6, 0. Come to this activity. Activity B, what is the latest finish of this activity? Latest finish of this activity is, we have to take the minimum, the earliest start is 9. So latest finish of this activity is the earliest start of this activity. Both are same, therefore 9. Latest start is start of this activity is 9 minus 4, it is 5. So in this way we can calculate the earliest time and the earliest start time, earliest finish time, latest start time and latest finish time. And this is a critical path. This is the longest path on the network diagram, and it is having the longest time required to complete this activity. So the critical path is 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 6, 6 to 7. Thank you very much for watching this video.